I don't know what else we have. We have some tweets. Joe Biden forgot Obama's name again.
Yeah, let's play that, man.
So this is not the first time this has happened. I think it's happened at least 4 times by now within the span of 2019 to 2020. So it's nothing new.
Jesus.
So let's see this gaff.
Because they invaded another country and annexed a significant portion of it called Crimea. Right. He's saying that it was President my boss.
Oh my God! President my boss? President my boss?
It was
Let's see how long that takes.
President my boss.
That was a full second at least of him just
He's
like staring at the crowd, being like,
That was like 2 seconds. Yeah.
He's done this before too. He's called him President my boss before. This is a different clip, but this is not his first time making that exact mistake.
Imagine if he just came out and called him President Black Guy.
oh wow.
President Black Guy.
That's gonna happen
President
eventually,
Oreo.
dude. That's gonna happen eventually.
Dude, he did do it during a debate. He said that during a debate, I was pretty sure. Where it was like,
he did that with
President,
Julian Castro.
boss.
That's what he did. He also did that with Obama, but like at some point during one of the debates, he's like, me and Julian, the senator, it's like, Jesus, it's Julian Castro. How could you? I mean, like I know he's not that memorable, but Castro, that's a name that just sticks in my mind as like, oh, that might be a bad fucking leader
I can't
to elect.
say that. They'll think I'm a communist like Bernie.
Oh yeah, okay. Wow. So I guess we'll get into one final story before we wrap things up. So Reggie, good old Reggie. Can you read this? Because like whenever I try to read this, I say like Phil's anime.
Fizame.
I can't fucking. Okay.
Fizame, yeah.
yeah.
No, it's Filet Anime. Animancer, you have the honor.
Former boss of Nintendo arrives at a troubled time for the games retailer. So Reggie Fils-Aimé, after supposedly retiring from the games industry, has been brought on GameStop's board of directors to try and repair this failing company.
A lot of them are closing. I know EB Games is practically gone at this point.
Yeah, game stores are kind of dying off. I'm surprised that there's still a GameStop in my town, honestly, because this company has been in the process of dying. I've heard stories about GameStop dying from ReviewTech USA since 2014. Yeah. I don't know if you guys ever seen his channel, but I mean, he's not the only person, but people think of Rich generally when they think of that. But yeah, man, like GameStop has been in the process of dying for almost a decade now. They've been on the way out, but somehow they've still been fucking straggling. And I guess their solution was to bring on someone who's generally pretty well liked in the gaming community. I mean, there's people who don't like him like Jay. There's people who really don't like him like Jay. But
look at his stupid fucking face, yo. How can you like this motherfucker? I want to punch him. Dude, I want to punch him in his big fucking retarded fucking face. Dude,
oh my god! Oh my god,
dude! He's got the white guilt face, yo. He's got the white guilt face. He's got the please punch me.
It's white guilt, Paul.
He's got the punch me eyes like Paul in that photo, dude. I'm sorry, Reggie Fils-Aimé is not. Maybe he's well liked, but he's well liked by misguided fucking Nintendo fanboys who don't fucking know what's what, who fucking ignored all the times that this fucking giant buffoon got on stage and lied to them and made false promises and shit, and just is basically his job is to just suck the dick of the company and lie to you, and some may argue, oh well, it's not his fault when something falls through or it whatever, or when like a game is a failure or whatever. But I would argue if you're gonna act like the dude who's in charge, you're gonna act like some big shot motherfucker, like you've got all the fucking answers. And if you're gonna fucking take credit for a bunch of shit, then you've got to also take credit for the bullshit that went down. Okay. And there was a lot of bullshit that went down under his fucking reign at Nintendo of America. Why would someone like Reggie Fils-Aimé want to even associate himself with a company like GameStop?
Okay,
money.
so let me elaborate because I think I understand what's going on here. Also, I want to kind of like I'm not going to step up to bat for Reggie necessarily, but I do want to say one thing really. I've heard multiple cases, like so many fucking cases, especially during the Wii U era, of how Nintendo of America wanted to do things that were like more pro consumer and aimed towards the North American audience, and Nintendo of Japan was just like, nope, nope. Nope, you can't do that. No, because we're fucking digging our heels in the sand because, you know, I mean, I hate to be like this, but generally Japanese companies, they're a bit more slow to move into the modern day when it comes to their business practices. And that's not racist or anything. There's plenty of them that in which that's not the case, but just because of their culture, it's generally how things are. They have a very more traditional I mean, let's just face it. Like Nintendo of Japan's still in the fucking 90s in a lot of fucking regards. So I do want to say that. So a lot of the things that Nintendo does, which are shitty, I don't want people to put necessarily on Reggie. It could be his fault. It could not be his fault. But I've just heard so many reports in history of how Nintendo of Japan have fucked with Nintendo of America.
Then why does he put his big stupid fucking face out there and be like, "Ooh, look at me, I'm Reggie, and I'm the guy you have to thank for." Dude, I'm sorry, all of his E3 performances were cringy as hell, dude. And he just got up there looking like, "Yeah, dude, it's me, Big Daddy Nintendo, and I know everything." And dude, he could have just admitted that, you know what? I wasn't in charge. I wasn't in charge. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, or whatever. Nintendo of Japan was constantly telling us what we couldn't do.
Okay, so let me
I've
present
never
an argument to you.
That once.
Well, let me present an argument to you. Okay, and this is a very simple argument. I'm going to ask you one question. Okay, what's the name of the Nintendo of America's current president?
Doug Bowser.
You only know that because he has Bowser in his fucking name, dude.
No, I knew.
Does he?
I knew Reggie's
does.
name. I knew Reggie because of like I would see him at fucking E3.
My point was the point I was trying to make, and I guess you kind of like the fact because his name is Bowser. I guess you kind of got me on that because that's the only memorable thing about him. But you know, Reggie, at least he went out there and he presented himself like as someone who actually enjoys and plays video games. And the fact that I don't know, it seems like the fact that he still wants to be involved in the industry on some level, even after that, kind of shows that like I feel like that was probably pretty genuine. He probably does like video games. I mean, would you disagree with that?
No, but I don't know that he's qualified to make decisions.
Okay,
to save a company
like
that's dying.
Your issue with him doesn't have to do your issue doesn't have to do with like his motivation. It's just you don't think he's competent enough to do that.
No, I don't. Well, his motivation is clearly like money. Clearly, like no, like I'm gonna say him joining GameStop shows that I was probably right about him all along. He's a fucking all he cares about is the money. He doesn't care about the fans. He doesn't care about the gamers. He cares about what's gonna make him money. And because he's a big name, there can be like headlines now. Ooh, Reggie Fils-Aimé joins GameStop, and maybe that might help GameStop's stock a little bit.
I don't fault him for like joining the board of directors. It's a position where they're like literally
of a dying company, an evil company that uses shady business practices on the regular. Unless now, look,
it is a fucking dying company. That's the fucking point. Like, that's why I don't give a shit.
If this maybe I'm judging, maybe I'm jumping to judgment too quick, because you know what, maybe he might actually make some positive changes. I'm not gonna say that he won't, and if he does, then I'll admit it. I'll be like, you know what, this is GameStop is actually doing a lot better now, but I doubt it. I don't have a lot of faith in the company or in this person or in the gaming industry in general. I think it's a giant cannibalistic fucking industry that needs to just die and let the indie developers rise up as something, because the gaming industry is just a festering pile of shit at this point, and I have I have respect for very few of them.
Well, I do agree with that, but well, I mean, I don't know. I don't see like why he wouldn't accept this position. It's some easy fucking money. Like he might be able to. He might be able to make like a tacit fucking impact, and if he doesn't, then whatever. He's getting paid like probably millions of fucking dollars a year just to fucking sit on a board of directors. So like, I mean, he's also a fucking business person. Like he's helped out a lot of fucking companies. He's done good shit for like fucking Pizza Hut. He's turned some companies around. So like, I don't know, like. I don't really fault him as a businessman for doing that, because it's not really anything shady. I mean, he was offered a position and he took it. Like if he makes an impact, then that's good, I guess. Because I'd rather have GameStop around and be a company than have it fail, I guess, because competition's good. But yeah, if not, then who gives a fuck? It's already dying.
I mean, it's been a very long time since I've been optimistic about anything in the gaming industry, just because I'm like, every time I'm like, ooh, well, maybe if this company does this, it'll help. They don't do it. Like, oh, well, maybe if they do this, they don't do it. And it just gets worse and worse and worse. And I've watched GameStop fail and fall apart for years. And I've gone there and been like I've watched them shoot themselves in the foot by constantly just like, oh yeah, we're gonna get rid of older games because we don't think people want these anymore. Like, what? The only reason that I went to GameStop was so I could find older used games. You're gonna get rid of them, really? Oh, and now you're gonna start selling a bunch of Funko Pops. Now the store is half fucking Funko Pops and other bullshit pop culture items that no one wants. Wow.
Can you explain what Funko Pop is? I don't know
what
that is.
What?
You know what
You don't know
oh
what
my
Funko
God.
Pop is, dude? If I
Okay.
show you a picture, you'll know what it is. One sec, I'll grab a picture. Just fucking vape.
A Funko Pop is a ridiculous abomination. It's basically a little fucking figure that's supposed to look like a popular character, but it has a giant deformed head, so it always looks horrible. Like, explain to me why anyone wants a piece of merchandise from a property they like that doesn't look like the original character. I don't get that. I've never got that. I've always thought they
I just
look
sent a picture.
fucking ridiculous.
That's a Funko Pop.
What the fuck is this?
You've never seen these? You've never gone to like a GameStop or or a game store? Or
I
seen them
cannot
online?
believe. I literally
people-
cannot believe that you've never seen one of these. I almost can't believe it, man.
Dude,
I almost can't.
Literally, the only few stores I ever go to in the mall, GameStop and like Hot Topic or whatever, are filled with these things. They're filled with them, and people collect these fucking things, and I don't fucking get it. I don't get it because they suck. They look retarded. They look nothing like the characters they're supposed to be. Okay? What's with the stupid chibi heads? They're fucking dumb, dude. And people spend money on these. People collect a huge fucking collection of these and like, yeah, I've got like 50 million Funko Pops.
You know, they
Why?
kind of remind me of those YouTube doll things that some people have. Like, you know, you can get like a Boogie collectible doll.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. That's just weird,
Yeah.
man.
So this is kind of like the new fad for Zoomers.
It's not new at all. It's
No,
not
it's been
even
around
close.
for like 5 or
Yeah.
6 years now that they've been popular.
What?
I don't know.
You're
Yeah,
a
I don't know
fucking
how you've
boomer,
never heard
Swag.
of them. Dude, yeah,
Jesus
you are.
Christ.
You're a boomer.
You're a fucking boomer, dude.
I mean, like,
Swag.
I've been to GameStop, but I don't know. I guess like maybe I saw them and I'm like, oh, that's like some gay little kid toy thing.
Why
Whatever.
pay
I'm gonna
attention
go
to
here and get
that?
some games.
Yeah, that was probably the
Yeah.
right decision, honestly, because Jesus Christ.
Dude, there are way too many. They have like I've been to GameStops where they have like a whole wall dedicated to them. There's like a whole huge fucking wall of them, and they're just everywhere.
Do you see that number on screen, like on the box, Swagta?
Yeah.
See that number, right? I'm sure there's way more than 580.
Yeah, that's not even half.
Dude, almost every
insane.
pop culture.
Wait,
character.
hold on. So like each edition that they have has like an ID. So it's like Roby fucking, 1 is like some other character, right?
Yeah. There's
Yeah,
like
so-
there's like Star Wars. There's like Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings.
Swag, look what I
fucking
posted in the chat. There's
Star
Batman,
Trek.
there's Pokemon, there's every fucking franchise that you can think of has been popped at this point.
It's insane, dude.
Yeah, dude.
I don't get it. They're terrible. I don't want them. I've never looked at one. The only one I ever saw that I kind of wanted was a Dalek because it looked like a normal Dalek. I
Then
was
what's
like, yeah,
even
that'd
the
be
point
kinda
of having a
cool.
pop figure at that point?
Yeah, well, because I mean, it was an inexpensive Dalek figure.
That's fair enough. Yeah.
Because I don't mind having like an inexpensive figure if it actually looks like the character, but none of these look like the fucking character. So why do I want them? I don't care for this giant head bullshit, dude. That doesn't look like Batman. That doesn't look intimidating.
Squirtle.
And that doesn't look like Squirtle, dude. That looks like a fucking retarded alien fucking fetus. It is. It's scary. That's gonna be in my nightmares, yo.
Yeah, it is.
Dude, it looks like Monday and Matt's avatar.
I did
looks
it.
Oh, it does.
It looks like Monday Matt's kid's avatar, dude.
Dude, it looks
Monday
like
Matt's
Monday
avatar had a
Matt's
kid.
avatar. It looks
Each and
like
every
Monday
person who
Matt's
subscribed to your channel was touched
Mundane Matt's
Let's touch
avatar
on
had a
what you
baby,
did.
yo. A deformed
Oh my God,
alien
yeah, dude,
fetus.
someone stuck it on the head of an innocent baby turtle. Holy shit, what the fuck is going on here?
It's kind of like how Sid from Toy Story would take toys and like
Yeah,
create
dude.
amalgamation of them.
That's what they
Yeah,
look
they took
like.
fucking Mundane Matt's head and stuffed it on top of a
That's-
turtle body.
Dude, that's what they all look like, though. They all look like
kinda
a
like,
fucking thing that Sid made in his room.
It's from Al's Toy Barn. It looks
I
like the
don't either.
Discord server logo had sex with Mundane Matt's logo.
Dude, even Hyun knows
no.
what a Funko Pop is, dude. Even
dude.
Hyun's making fun of you for not knowing what a...
Making fun of me. You guys should fucking envy me for not being.
I
aware
do.
of
I
this.
kind of
I
do,
do,
honestly. If
actually.
I'm being real, I do kind of envy you for that.
That's not...
Yeah, I think you guys
that's
are just
right, it's not.
picking on me because you're jealous. I think that's it.
And that's not a Ruby Rose, whoever that is. These aren't the characters. They don't look anything like the characters.
No, hold on. It says Ruby Rose right there.
Yeah, well, doesn't look like her. I'm sure the real version of whoever she is didn't have a giant fucking chibi head. That's the thing. That's what offends me about Funko Pops so much is like some of them were actually kind of cool, but it was like I don't want them. They don't look appealing.
These are gonna have a lot of value in like, a few decades from now. So you're gonna see people trading them.
Oh yeah.
I disagree. I think they're going to be like the new Beanie Babies. They'll have no value.
Oh,
Beanie
maybe some of
Babies.
them will have there are some Beanie Babies that still have value, believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah, they exist. There's still a market for them, dude. There's still collectors.
Have you ever seen Mighty Beans before?
No, I haven't.
Never seen Mighty Beans?
Swag is maybe Swag is just he's not a boomer. He's just Swedish, yo. Maybe they just have different shit over there.
Wait, Jay,
do you know what Mario is, Swagta?
You know what a Mighty Bean is, right? Jay?
Yeah.
Wait, there's Fortnite Mighty Beans?
Oh
They
my
still make
God.
Mighty Beans? They still
course
make
they still
Mighty Beans?
Dude, they still make everything. If they can capitalize on stuff, they can make money on something, they will. Yeah, dude, Mighty Beans.
I can't believe they
Fortnite
still fucking
edition.
make Mighty Beans.
I can believe it, dude.
Dude, I'm depressed now.
They still I'm pretty sure they still make like Beyblades and fucking all that fucking shit, dude.
Is this how we're gonna end the episode on this depressing note? Like, Jesus Christ, man. Holy crap.
Yeah, we're just gonna remind the audience that their childhood sucked because it was dominated by giant corporations shitting out stuff like this.
Yeah, like Mighty
Pokemon.
Beans.
Dude,
Jesus.
they're
Yeah, and they're still
run-
making money by doing that.
These companies are running everything into the ground. Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh both come to mind, dude. Everything, and they can fucking make money. They'll never let them die. They'll never let these properties die as long as they can make a fucking buck off of
A
them.
quick cuck, yeah, and that's the thing too. It's like cyclical too, because people who become adults and have children, like they're gonna be able to market not only to their children, but also the adults with fucking nostalgia. So, like when you're making like a second generation of like the next Yu-Gi-Oh show or the next Pokemon show, you're double dipping on like people who have nostalgia and the fucking new fucking kids that they want to raise on the same shit.
Yep.
Yeah, see, that's why you keep seeing remakes of old Disney classics, like the Lion King.
Yes.
Dude, I was just watching because I'd only originally seen the original 3 Yu-Gi-Oh shows, and I was watching like because there's been 3 since I stopped watching, and dude, literally all 3 of them are just like rip-offs of the original 3. So it's that's exactly what they're doing. Every generation they just bring it back. Every few years they just rehash to cash in on nostalgia and the new generation.
Have you seen the new protagonist's hair? Like, I'm sorry, like, there's one more thing I want to show. There's one final thing I would like to show on stream, and it's the new protagonist hair. Once Swagta, you got to see this.
From Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yeah, dude.
How the fuck do you spell Yu-Gi-Oh?
No, I sent it to you. I just sent it to you, man.
Oh
There
my
you go.
god, dude.
Okay.
Oh
Dude,
my
show
god.
the audience. Show the audience, man.
It looks like a
Oh
Pokemon.
my
Dude, it looks like a
God.
legit Pokemon.
This might be one of the top 10 gayest things I've ever seen.
It's the worst thing I've ever
new
seen.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Dude, the new Yu-Gi-Oh shows are fucking terrible, dude.
Dude, you can tell like they were trying to go back to something similar to what like the original protagonist had, but like
They're just ripping off an old series every time. And
Jesus
so now it's just
Christ.
like, here's this one. And I bet next time they're gonna go back to
what?
to ripping off the original one.
Okay,
again.
yeah, great. No, you're right, Swagger. That's a great
Yeah, dude.
comparison. That's a great comparison, Swagger. I can't even
White
tell the
guilt-
difference. I can't even
White
tell
guilt
the difference.
Yu-Gi-Oh protagonist, dude.
I cannot even tell the fucking difference at all. Jesus fucking Christ. Am I looking at the same character right now?
Dude,
Holy
I ship it, yo. I ship it.
Me too.
All right, guys. Well, before we go, I do want to say one thing. I've been saving up quite a lot of money for the fucking computer. We're getting closer day by day. So if you guys ever want to chip in a little bit, even if you're watching this as a VOD, I'll give you verbal fellatio if you want to chip in a little bit to that goal. And otherwise, just leave a fucking like on your way out. Thank you guys for just viewing, even just for viewing the show. I really appreciate it. And we'll be back next week with another fun show. So stay tuned for that.
Yes.
Fuck
Stay
yeah.
tuned. All right, fuck off.